Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for your subscription. Welcome and thank you. As you come in, you just touch the subscribe button. Thank you very much. I'm just wiping down my juicer. How are you this morning? Give God thanks for another day. Thank Him because there's nothing we can do without Him. There's nothing we can do without Him. We may try, but there's always a full stop. We can go so far, no further. So we just give God thanks for the sunshine, for the rain, for our health, for our strength. We thank God at all times. Okay? So I'm just doing my okay. And this is a type of juicer that I used. We go fast. It hold a whole lot. And this is the jar that is attached to it. So you know definitely you get, for me that is juicing most of the time. We do this jug with carrot juice, no water, just that. So I think this is one of the things we needed, the size we needed. It works very fast. So how are your day? It's a long time I have not done the juice on live. I always have a juice corner that we get on our way. There's a juice corner. It's a long time I have not furnished my juice corner. So, thank you all. Thanks. I will have to go on that side because you will be having too much noise in your ears. How is everything so far so good? There's so many things happening around us. The good, the bad, and the indifferent. So many things. By the time you open your eyes, it's like you can't process the amount of things that is really happening around us. So fast. So fast. So fast. This morning, my juice this morning will be a celery. This is going to be my juice this morning. Celery juice. And do you know the benefits of what the celery gives? It gives great benefits. Yes. Great, great benefit. Welcome to the kitchen. And you know, the kitchen is one of the best places to be. Best place to be in. The kitchen. And the kitchen offers a lot of things. The kitchen offers so much things. There is so much you can learn, and you will learn from the kitchen. It's all done in the kitchen. The life, the kitchen, University Lab. Kitchen University Lab. It's all done here. For the rich, for the poor, for the in-between, for the king, for the queen, for the princess, for the prince, for the white, for the black, for the brown, whatever language you have spoken, the kitchen. So the kitchen caters for everybody under the sun. Every person under the sun. The kitchen. For the Jews, for the Gentiles. For the Romans, for the Ethiopian. The kitchen is the place to be. I like the kitchen. The kitchen. Don't matter what color, what creed, what language. The kitchen. For those that don't like the kitchen, for those that don't get anything from the kitchen, you get something from the kitchen. And you have been getting something from the kitchen before you were born. From conception. Because your mother have to eat from the kitchen, wherever the kitchen is. Inside a building, outside in the clear open, it doesn't matter where the kitchen is. It is called kitchen because food is being prepared there. Yeah? So no matter what you do, no matter what you do, you can't get away. The kitchen. I have seen persons sleeping on the roadside. When you travel, you see persons are on the sidewalk. Persons are at some place stretching out their hand. But guess what? Anywhere the restaurant is, where food is being prepared, they went there. And if they hadn't gone there, some are gone into the garbage bin to hunt for food in the garbage. It's all coming from the kitchen. You can't miss the kitchen. The kitchen can't miss you, because if you are not with the kitchen is with you. Because every hour or 2 hours, there's something you need from the kitchen. You're hungry, you're thirsty, you feel like you could have some hot beverage, something. But the kitchen, don't matter where you go, the kitchen, the best part of your life. Before you before conception and in conception and after conception is the kitchen. The kitchen is the place. The kitchen is the place, is the university. University kitchen. University, universal kitchen. Universal, university kitchen. Can you miss it? No, you can't. If you eat a biscuit from the shop, it was prepared at the bakery in the kitchen. So no matter what you do, if it is a sweet, it is being prepared somewhere in the kitchen. So even when you call it bakery and sweetie factory and whatever, trust me, the kitchen is a wide and deep subject. It's a place you cannot get away from. You're looking very malnourished. Ooh, well, he says, you're not getting any good meal. You are malnourished. The kitchen. You wanted a nice plate of meat, don't matter what food it is, don't matter what name you give it to, don't matter how you prepare it. The kitchen. Is there a time that you never think about the kitchen? The kitchen. And always bear in mind that your energy, if you are drinking a pop, it prepares somewhere. And you know, with that pop, you want to drink, have it with your dinner. We have things we call the dinner, the supper, the brunch, you name them. And it's all coming from the kitchen. From ancient days. From the days way past, long before us came on the scene. We came on the scene and it makes much more sophisticated. Because the kitchen was, sometimes we're not even attached to the house. The kitchen was a way off. And those kitchen staffs usually dressed in black and white. Your white apron and your hat. And how you look so sophisticated with your tray of food that you prepare out there. So then it wasn't even on the house. And from the field to the kitchen to the dining table, where everyone gathers around the dining table having taste of the different meal that is being placed there. And all the knife and the fork went clanging, clinging, and going on. And the drinking glass, oh yes. The kitchen. People need to do a deep studies of the kitchen. I speak about the kitchen with pride. My pride is the kitchen. Because you know what? If I am overweight, it's the kitchen. If I am underweight, is the kitchen. And if I'm just where I should be, is the kitchen. So the kitchen is my pride and my joy. I love my kitchen. I love to be in the kitchen. There are always something you saw where you can use up the kitchen. Right? So don't matter what position you are in life. You are sitting at your desk and you're calling in someone, oh, I'm ordering so and so, and it's going to come to you. It's the kitchen. Escape it. You cannot escape it. You can't. And all of the big factories and establishments started in a kitchen, started in a small kitchen. They tried this and it tastes good. They try that and they share it around to their neighbors and friends and everybody, and they say, oh yes, oh, and it smells good. Wow. And it started all there. So everything started in the kitchen. The best place, the better place of the house is the kitchen. You learn so much in the kitchen. Have you ever watched the cooking channel then? Sometimes the names that the things get, and when you look at it, you say, is that? Yes, is that. But guess what? It has such a sophisticated name. So the kitchen gets so sophisticated now. We won't have to use fire, coal, and wood again. The kitchen is so sophisticated. Look at this. This is an electrical juicer. We never used to have this in kitchen one time going past a long time ago. No, we never used to have any gadgets like this in the kitchen. So the kitchen grow and expand, bursting in the seeds. These were not a part of the kitchen then. You know what was a part of the kitchen? Pleasure. These are a part of the kitchen then. The knowledge and the wisdom of man. Decide to get some tin in, they call it zinc, not the one you take. And they punch holes in them. And it is then called grater. This was what in kitchen then. Or the mortar. So you use the mortar which is hewn out of a tree, out of a plank of wood. Get a hole in it and make the stick which is called the mortar pestle. And you put the things in there and you pound it. Yeah. So nothing like these was not into any kitchen then. Were they eating healthy? Sure they were. There weren't so much fizzy drink on the market. The things we get now, they were not on the market. Nobody was getting those. So everything was homemade. The rum, the wine, you get the grape, the wine, the rum, and whatever fruit you use to make your drink, He either put it on this, and the grater was not like this so sophisticated today. Some of them didn't even have the stick that came down to the side to keep it sturdy. It was just the piece of thinning, and you rub on that grater. So these sophisticated guys and girls were not in no kitchen, but it was named kitchen. Things coming out of there clean. They have their piece of calico or thinner piece of material that they wash and clean. They didn't even have strainer. So they use the material to strain the things. Those things, when they finish, they wash white, nice, and it's only white things they use too in the kitchen, you know. Don't forget that. And hanged up. And you're ready to use it again, and you are at it. So the kitchen is coming from outside in the open. Some person used to just make a fireplace outside, which I do think there are some countries that still have their fireplace outside. In spite they have an inside kitchen, or there are some things that you have to do, and it's better off doing outside than into the closed area. Right? So the kitchen is coming from a far way. King and queen, princess and prince, girl and boy, man and woman, inherited from the kitchen. Today, there's so much persons that have, you know, they have, some have never sick, never have a medical condition. And what? Their kitchen were not sophisticated like this. And everything is done in the kitchen. The vegetables, the meat, the yam and the cocoa, the rice. We did have pasta then? I don't know. I don't remember. I am just speaking. I'm speaking from way then, and the persons that you interact with during your time, and you go to places of learning, and yeah. So we didn't have them sophisticated kitchen here. Now, sir. This kitchen is now sophisticated. And this kitchen is now when persons are running from the kitchen. Some persons don't like the kitchen. Oh, their hands are going to get dirty. So much things is going to happen to them in the kitchen. But tell you what, they have to eat, don't it? They have to eat. And your food is preparing some way, some place your food is being prepared. So, the kitchen. The kitchen, the kitchen, the kitchen. So, I am going to do some celery juice. Never eat or drink without you knowing what the benefit you're getting from what you're going to be having. Never get up and just eat because the thing look nice. It tastes good when you do taste it, but it's empty. There's no value of such in it. In spite I said no value, everything have value. I want to tell you something, the fizzy drinks, sometimes I don't know how much persons experience that, but sometimes you have never eaten or drinking something for a long time. And your body is telling you, you need a soda. Because guess what? Not only the sugar that is in there, but the acid. Sometimes your body needed some acid. Right? Just how your body needed water. So although I said that nothing is in there, it's not something to be that you should feed upon. It's not an everyday thing that you should be doing. But every now and again your body calls for certain things. And how you get it. You know? Every now and again. Some persons say they don't use sugar. I don't use sugar. Really? What kind of sugar you don't use? You have one little thing they call sweetener to a little package. A little package. It is mostly fed to the diabetes people. That thing. That thing. That thing. What made the sweetener that is in it? I don't know. I myself don't know. Okay. But it was told by the person who were doing their research and all the rest of it. Say it is not good. And when I am on here, I have to make sure. Because sometimes persons went off with something that was not said and was not meant. And they went off with the wrong idea and the wrong understanding. So, it's the people who do it, they said it. I was listening on the TV the other day, they were showing it was one of the worst things you can use. Don't know how true it is, I don't use it. I have no reason to use it. I am not a diabetic person, so I have no reason to use it. And you can shave where there is no ear. You cannot put a razor on a spot where there is no hair. So since that's a parable, since I am not a diabetic person, I won't have any reason to use Splendor because I'm not a diabetic. So what they are saying, I could only say what they are saying. I believe in my cane sugar. That's what I grow up to know. And now they're having even beetroot sugar. Because beetroot is sweet. Yes, it can make sugar. I believe so. But I grew up with my cane, my sugar cane, sugar. They used to do the juice, the sugar cane. Get the juice. And they would put that on the fire. And they would use it and draw their coffee. Or any other things that they will put in. Or the sugarcane juice. My people that used to make it at home, they have a mill. They plant hectares of sugar cane that's sold to the factories. But other than that, they have their cane they cut and they use a tree and they have they use the sticks, big stout sticks to do it and fit it up in there and they would strip the stick of the outer bar and ensure that it is not a tree that is poisonous because you have some plant which is poisonous. So they know the tree that they go and get. And they would have that horse. And they load that thing and the horse going around, walking timely and nicely, carrying the milk and juicing the sugar. And they have their big container under it. And all the juice is going down in it. That's the cane I know. That's the sugar I know. Other sugar, I can vouch for it. But I can vouch for when you go to the sugar factory and they took you in their place where the sugar being manufactured and you saw how they do the sugar, how they get the sugar from the sugar cane, and the other part of it is being thrown out, and they put that sugar to that liquid from the cane to boil until you get the crystal. You know, you stir around and you stir around and you get the crystal. Yes, I went to the factories. Factories were not far away from us. And you go into school and they are taking you there for whatever we used to call it then, and you would see all these things done. You see all the extraction of the rum being done. So I do know about the splendor thing. Thank you, Lord. I am not in a position to use splendor. And even if I would go straight to my cane sugar, I would go to my cane sugar. I trust the evil that I know than the good that I don't know. Yeah. Thank you for coming in. Could you please give me some more likes? Likes. We are in the kitchen now. When we're in the kitchen, we need more likes. Because the kitchen need to feel the likes as well. Feel the love. Feel the togetherness. Feel the oneness. When you're doing things in the kitchen, love. Season what you're doing with love. Food needs to be love. When you eat that food, you're having the food with love. Some persons eat and can't look any better. Oh man. It's like some persons say, I would cook but I don't feel. If you don't feel like cook, please don't cook. And don't cook in vexation. You have some persons live at home with their companion or children, whoever they live with, and they started to cook and they start quarreling from the food, from them enter the kitchen until they finish the food. That food that good for you. Too much animosity with the food. Too much quarreling over the food in the kitchen. The food not good. The food upset. So give me some likes, please. We have more than 3 people right there on it. Give me some likes. You know I have to give the kitchen lessons. The kitchen. Yeah, we talk about the kitchen and the things coming on. Because some know, some don't know. Some heard it, some don't. Some read it in a book. They don't even put some of the things in the book the way it should be. Because they have to scrap it. They have to make it look. Put it authentically. See it as it is. Make we know the 3-foot pot them we used to go up on the fire, which was only iron pot. We never have aluminum pot. With the next pot them name. We used to have the real iron pot them. Dutchy pot is iron pot. 3-leg pot, they all make with 3 foot. The big one and the little medium size one and the next one, and then you have the coffee pot. And they were all iron pot. Now today, as some of the cooking utensils, they are telling you, try not to use them because let's say they would say when you use the iron pot, your body, too much iron is going in your body through the medium of the food. Aluminum, some persons get too much aluminum. And on the next hand, some person they use the metal spoon or fork in their pot. And when they are stirring their food, they hear it going onto the side of the pot, scrubbing out all of the residue into the food. Nobody used to use, they never used to use plastic. Never know about plastic, we know about enamel. The enamel mug, the enamel plate, the enamel, just about everything, the enamel. The enamel chimney, the enamel, just the enamel, enamel. Today enamel looks so different from when I was growing up as a child. You understand? And you not even see the word enamel on it again. You saw the word pis piscrendle, something about. It's a P word though. Right? Like that blue pot over there. It's a cast iron and they coated it. So they say now you use the cast iron. They used to have some bowl in the kitchen. We call them pudding pan. They make out of something like this. Thicker, yeah. And you call that the pudding pan. So you'd have the big pudding pan, the medium sized pudding pan, and the little pudding pan. And most of those pans are used to bake pudding in. Caramel pudding, you name the type of, name it, it's there. Name it. So in the kitchen then were things like those. We use wooden spoon. Some person you have a tree, you call it the pocket tree. Otherwise the gourd tree. And it bears some big fruit. We call it fruit, on them. It bears small one. And person would go and pick them and scoop out the inside of it while it is green. You can't do it when it is dry. And but it came to a mature fruit, so it's fully mature when they do that. And they would use a saw or something. While it is green, it is easier to handle. So they would use a machete and they would cut it in two. So you have two halves. And people eat from that. You call it the pocky. We're so young in here. Who is in my bracket here? I read about it or whatever. And over time, the Rastaman them come and mostly use that because it's natural coming from the tree. They would break the coconut and use the coconut shell, scrape him down nicely, take off everything off of him, and it look good. Maybe use that for something you can drink from. Kitchen coming a long journey until we end up turning up in this position of the kitchen. Wow. Everything is easier. Who said all of the things we use, it's healthy. It's for our good health. Who said we don't get things from them and, distribute in our system? We don't know. Yes, we know. We don't know and we know. You understand? So coming from way back when in the country I'm coming from, we never used to have cotton accordingly. But cotton was in Jamaica because everywhere you go, you will see right now, if they don't cut them down, you saw cotton trees. Hmm. Bearing cotton and you pick them and whatever. So we have coconut, cane, banana. That was what we have. And we have those things. So those things were used in the kitchen. You will go and visit, and if you went right now and visit a Rastafarian, he will present your food into a calabash they call it. They call it all kind of name. You have it named Godi, Paki, Calabash. They present you your food. You think it's China where you're getting anything to? No. You get it in a one pocket. And if they could cut out spoon and fork from the wood, they did that. They do that, yeah, they do. Bamboo came in to be a nice material to work with. Persons work with bamboo, you know. This is made from bamboo. So the bamboo joint here. And so the next one down here. So this is cut and they shape it out and they rub it and they polish and they do all what they do. This is a natural bamboo this is made from. So this was how the persons then, people then, human being then used to live. Where are these used? Kitchen. So you get your bamboo spoon, and they shape up their thing properly. This is like a lifter. Yeah. Sorry. I take this to when I was coming up. Somebody make it as a present, and I took it with me. I saw some wooden things selling. I plan to go and look to see if there is any bamboo in them. Right? So these were what we used to, yeah. And what we say is more healthy for us. But sometimes some person living long, 100 and enough years, 120 years, 110 years. You ask them of the history coming through, and it will surprise you. We all dear. Where do you think these make to go? In the kitchen. I'm telling you, the kitchen is a university. When you study the kitchen and finish, the kitchen either make you money or don't make you none. Because if you don't use it to make money, you won't make any money. But the kitchen makes everyone healthy. If you use it up for health, yes, make you healthy, strong, can build muscles. Yeah, it's all from the kitchen. All coming from the kitchen. And as I said, we get so sophisticated now in the kitchen. We have this, and we have other type of juicer. You just slip the thing in and you're getting natural juice. We need some natural juice. We don't want no water. We want it undiluted. And so we get it. We have a gas range in the kitchen. Or you have electric stove in the kitchen. What used to be there? Wooden stove. in the kitchen, or the wood coal in the kitchen. Yeah, we have microwave in the kitchen. Here, fryer in the kitchen gets sophisticated. Mm-hmm. Kitchen gets so sophisticated today. We don't have to be grating off our finger. Kitchen gets so sophisticated. All plastic can cook into now. One time, who dare you, plastic could cook in? No. But no, plastic can go into microwave. And you get your food. What's so nice and better than the kitchen? Hmm? The kitchen. Yes. Now, you can do apple juice. In the mornings, most of us, many years, decade years, from I was like 19 or okay, as a child we used to grow up on, the boiled tea according to them, the boiled tea, your cocoa tea, your something, something, because they are saying, oh, if you don't have tea in the morning, gas is going to take up your stomach and you will be belching, bop, 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 bop. Gas. And I haven't drinking hot beverage in the morning for a long You know, I heard somebody says, when you want to hide anything from black people, hide it into a book. But I want to let people know, black was the first one who wake up with electricity. Black people were the first people, as they describe them as. Check how much things the black make. And not only that, if you think you can hide anything in a book from black anymore, those days are long gone. You think they don't read and they are not reading? Oh yes. And information is more to them now than then. Mm-hmm. So no longer you can hide things in a book from black people. Yeah. Yeah. We have jumped that gun. We are reading. We are listening. We are going to places to know what is what. Yeah. So long gone are those days. And even if you find a black can read, they send their children to school. Their children can read. So their children will teach them. Their children, who they weren't a nurse, weren't a scientist, weren't not this, weren't that. Their children that they have now became those persons in society. So anything hidden into the book, it's out on the cover of the book and of the book. So if they can't read, trust me, their children will educate them. And now, information is at the tip of your fingers. Yeah. I have children that works in countries, different areas. Things you never hear, or you read it, or let's say you don't understand. Oh, mom, you know that so and so and so and so. Yes, moms, yeah. Mm-hmm. So even if the black man cannot read or couldn't read, hello, we are out of that era. our children, our nephew, our niece, yes, fed us with information and show it to us all. So no longer anything can be hid in the books and think it is not being found. It is there. That's why, well, that is for a different time. That is not a part of the kitchen lesson. That is not a part of the food lesson. That's what I was going to say is not a part of the kitchen. The kitchen thing is different from when I go on live otherwise, you know. Yes, because guess what? You can never exhaust the kitchen story. Never. Never, never, never. There are so many things about the kitchen. It's not being done today, but you need to know it. You need to know where you're coming from. And if you know where you're coming from, you will know where you are going. But if you don't know where you are coming from, any road will take you there. You won't know where you're going. We need to know what our generation before, how they live, how they eat. We need to know. And when we know, we can pass it on. And when we know, we will know if we want to go into the same direction or we need to take a different pathway. So every nation have something to teach the generation, and the generation to come. Yes? Because if you don't know your history, if you don't know where you are coming from, where your parent down the road parent coming from, you will not know. You will heard something and you are, oh, some of the things that are being highlighted very much, which they decided to stop highlight them because it angry people, is when they were chained and whipped. But that is not for the kitchen. Those subjects is not the kitchen. If you notice, I speak about the kitchen different from when I speak on my live. So I have the two things separate. What I say on my live is different from what I speak about for my kitchen. The kitchen is all about food, all about the upliftment, all about where you get. Because if I don't get any energy from the kitchen, then I will be a droopy person. No energy, no protein, or nothing. Of course, we don't want that, don't we? Don't we? No. So therefore, we need to know where the greater people were coming from during their time, how they ate, how did they preserve their food, how did they didn't have refrigerator, they didn't have deep freeze. So how was their food being preserved? And the food we're talking about would be only the meat. Because the food were coming, other food coming from the earth, fresh and good. So it would ask, how did they preserve? And let me tell you the thing went over the fire when you're crank. Use mesh, some call it chicken wire, and they make it, and they add the thicker version and hang it up over the wooden fire and all the smoke out there and cure it. And they put little salt in, a little salt. And it is being cured. the fish, they dry the fish in the sun. They clean up that fish and put it out on the zinc to dry. Hello. Generation are coming a long way. And we need to know how those people manage to live the length of time or the short time that they live. So that's how your father, mother, down the road, way down, leading up to now, lead up to me. And I share, I wasn't a part of those things because I came into the era when stoves are in the kitchen. So you would have two stoves. You have the coal stove, they call it the charcoal, coal different from what I saw here. The coal, they would have taken down the trees, cut them in sizes, in lengths rather, pack a thing you call coal skill, covers it with dirt, leave an area that a little breeze energy can go in, and they lit it. It has been covered over with dirt, and it stayed there and burned and sweat. And when it is finished, you get coal, black coal. The wood burnt out, and you pick up your coal. What nice to cook with, so. And I want to tell you, all of these gadgets we cook with, the food can nice like when you cook on wood fire. You get your sticks, them, your wood out there and put them out there. Nice food. Generation don't know that. There are some things that are hidden from, oh, we don't want to know that. Oh, that was old time days. We need to know what was old time days. And we need to know where we are today. Because some of the times, there are things that are going to come up on us sometimes that we have to return to some of those things. Said we know it. We didn't have pipe into the house. In those days, what we use, the river. Yeah, the stream. That's where you go to wash and to have your bath. There wasn't any in a nice, sophisticated bathroom, so pipe are in now. That was happening then. And I'm sure there are countries in this, because I think we went to Delaware and seeing some of the things in Delaware tell us that, oh, it's not completely out. There are some of these things still exist. I went to Kitchener at the Mennonites, and they're living. It is just now that they are using vehicle, and in some of the areas is one what they use buggy and cart like before. Buggy and cart, buggy and horse, like before. Their living is so natural and simple. When you look at their food, what they trade in, wood and iron. These are some of the things I love to do. So when I actually visit other countries, I don't visit the clothes store, and I don't even visit the restaurant first. I would like to know how they live. I like to know, the things they do, and I put myself there. I went to Guatemala, and it was one of amazing to me. You know, when you went through and saw the things, comparing actually from where my country that I'm coming from. You understand? You sit and you saw how they weave the thread. Women sitting with their little spindle and all the thread and no time you see thread. The things they do, you know, tell you about what happened way back when. With the Spanish, with the Tainos and all these stuff. So, let me get back to the kitchen. All of those are, you know, I don't know what is wrong with this fan. Anyway, the kitchen always hot, you know. Don't think the kitchen is a cool place. If you can't take the heat of the kitchen, you gotta get out of the kitchen. Anyhow, let me get on to where I was going to do. But then, thank you all for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome to be here. Now, I am going to do some celery juice. When you're buying celery, look for the green celeries. You know why? Even cabbage. You have some cabbage and person think that when the cabbage is white is the pretty cabbage and is the best cabbage. No. It shows in the cabbage the amount of water until even the pigment, if you want to call it that, washed out and bring it white. And you're going to get your celery. White ones are in this, you know, but you realize that this celery grow natural wherever it's coming from. I don't even see it on the back here. I ain't even see where it is coming from. Celery. I know, whatever. Yes, celery is one of the juice. If it is possible, that you have a glass of celery juice in the mornings. Celery have a certain salt that your body needs. And one day I think I said that already here, but whichever. I have a little girl here. And if you said to her, it's better for you to have this juice. She said, why? What do you get from it? The teaching. Because we always said to her, this is more benefited to you than that. So she's always questioning it. What do we get from it? What it does to our body. So we should never be having things that commercially, if you go and if you purchase it on the outside, they will water it down. Very few will be honest, you know. some will not be. Some will just celery juice, look green. Sorry. In here, the more the merrier. Give it some water. But if possible, you can make it for yourself. You will know what you're getting because you're the one doing it. So okay, I'm gonna wash them, push them through the juicer here. Okay, I'm going to be on the other side because I can't run the juicer on this side. My plugs are, oh sure, I think I could do it on this side. Let me try on this side. Okay, let me do it. Let me use this plug on this side. This side is a bit crowdy. And this is the apples. Could you please touch the thumbs up button for me? Hello, it's a lively morning. It's a kitchen morning. Please give me some more likes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Could you give me some likes? Not about the moat. I know. Okay, I'm setting up my juicer. In just a small while, you will see the juice. Oops. Okay, let's get started. Action, not a bad amount. Excellent. Okay. Okay, let me give you a peek around the side. And you'll just see what's happened. Just see what happens. Okay. Good. Within seconds, we're done. So we are going to load the chalk here. And of course you see that the drug is in place right now. And we got this one and put it here, put it here, put it in here. Okay, we got this one, we put it there and put it there. And then we turn it on. Comparing the first time, you see how quick it is done? Yeah. Ain't no time we get a glass of juice here. quick. Get our celery juice. Now in the mornings, if you can spare, and if you want, you can have apples to the juice. I'm just thinking if I should put some apples first here. Or just have some pure natural. But you can add apples to your celery juice. In the mornings, your celery juice is vital. If you can have celery juice every morning, as often as you remember, or you have the time, because sometimes you don't have the time to do it, you know? Sometimes time's pressed against you. But if you could even do it from the evening before, slap it in the fridge, refrigerator, and then you can, have it in the morning. I used to do it and put it down in the fridge. And in the mornings, I just pour myself a glass with a half glass, a quarter glass, whatever glass it be, and have myself, and for who in the house that needs some juice. All natural. This is what we should be having, because it gives benefit. And because it gives benefit, you should have it. And next morning in the kitchen, I will give you some of the benefits that you get from the celery. What's possible, let your celery juice be a regular thing for you to have. Understand? I'm just going to put one apple here. One apple. Yeah. In Bethesda, don't see, this is your celery juice. This is your celery juice. Green, nice, natural, no water added. No water added to it. This is coming straight from the celery. All of this liquid is coming from the celery. And of course, I'm going to add one apple to it. It's not a must, but I'm just showing you where you can add your apple. If you have beetroot, you can add your beetroot to your thing. Sometimes I do not like mixing. It's not all the while I mix certain things, because tell you something about mixing. Sometimes they two is not in agreement. Sometimes what is in one can go against with the other, you know. So it's not every juice. Persons love to mix certain things, but it's not everything you should mix. And every one of these things carry a level of alcohol in it. Talking about alcohol? Yes. Every one of these things. So when you turn on this little guy, you know, it's just ready to work. This is just foolishness to it. It's just ready to work. If you can feed it with things, you know, doing your juice, that's what it wants. It's ready to work. In no time is your juice. Doesn't take long. And you want your natural juice? Everyone that hear and see and listen to me this afternoon, make it be a habit. Get yourself acquainted with some natural juice in the morning, especially this one. Get acquainted with your celery juice. Check and you'll find the reason why. I don't give you anything that I don't know. I just don't go around and do the things and say the things because perhaps somebody said so. No. No. I try to be as natural as I can. I try to eat close to natural. So I don't use these, you know, these type of juice. Anything that I have in my kitchen that can give me some juice. And as long as I'm not adding no water or no added sugar to it, that's me. That is me. So there's certain things I don't do. You know, and I don't let people think, oh yeah, you do it. No. There's no additives. There's no sugar. There is no water in it. For persons that even have, when you do it and taste it, when you're eating it, possibly you might not taste it. When you do the juice and taste it, it adds a certain amount of salt in it. A type of salt. That this is where you get it from. Yes! It's good. It's really good. Very good. Very, very, very good. Very nutritious. Very good. Very good. Some persons are health challenge. And because you're health challenge, you need to seek out these things and get to know. And you know what you consume. You know what you... It's not everything you cook. Do the juice, man. Do the juice. And drink your juice. Okay. I am finished with this little guy. So if you really put the orange, the apple in it, you wouldn't get it all that green. Although it was just a small amount of celery juice was in it. So, but cheers to it. Just do it My friend, just do it. Yeah. This is the little, this machine. When you're ready to really do it, tell you, this is the type of, and you see the size, you can do so much, and all the goes here, and your juice goes there, and you're good. When we are doing carrots, we did an amount of carrots without putting any water in it. We just do our carrots. I'm at the sink just getting these things clean up. When we are doing carrots, for those that have not seen the celery juice, let celery juice be a juice for you in the mornings. Let the celery juice be a juice for you in the mornings. Yes. Have your celery juice. Get your boost for the day. Get your boost up for the day. Get you ready and ready to go. Yeah, farewell. Okay. I hope you get a whiff of what I'm saying here. And your natural juice is the best. Some persons, or what you call it, maybe allergic or something to some of the things then. So these things, you find out. Um, and you don't be adding things to them. Is sometimes persons add things to them, and if it go against them, they say it was the thing that they don't think of what they did had to the it. These are natural things, and I don't believe in you keep adding and adding. Possibly you use them without sugar is even better. You understand? But some persons, they had this, I don't had, I think quite well before I do some new mixtures. You have to know when you're doing mixture what you're putting to you're putting together. It's like some person is going to be using, let's for instance, using the celery for a medicine. It's going to work. When you mix it with all kind of things, you don't know who work or what work. You know? Sometimes the work never done. Sometimes the work never done because guess what? One is not in agreement with the other. One don't work with the other. Understand? So we have to be careful when we do these things. When we do them, how we do them. So when I'm finished, I clean down this machine, ready to work again. When you use your kitchen things, don't put them down and wait. Just get ahead and clean them off same time. You just get ahead and clean up your tools at the same time. Don't wait. Don't put it down and wait. Just get ahead. Thank you. Hi, Jay. How you doing, my friend? I'm giving you celery. Juice. Guess this one. Giving you a guess this morning. I'm putting you on the guest list this morning. Guess this one is what? But you're not telling me what juice is it. I want you to tell me. Good day, fresh juice is healthy, but what is this one? And this one you need to find some time and have it in the morning. And this one you need to study about it too. Fresh juice is good in the morning, especially this one. Tell me what juice is this? This is your Q&A this morning. No, this is not a Q&A. This is Oh no. No, 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 no. This is a pretty green. J, J, this is green. Green, green, green. Ain't you been seeing it? Make sure you go shopping, you get this one this weekend. Okay? Make sure you get this one. It's not blended, please. It is being extracted. This is celery. And it's not blended. It's not go in the blender. There is no water in this. No water added. Just the juice from it. So if the juice is extracted, the juice is not being blended. If you want, you can put apple in it, but it's not blended. This is the real, authentic, real natural juice. Yes. This is your celery juice. And if it is being possible, have a glass or a half glass of celery each morning. If it's not time, if it is it's not easy for you to get up and do it in the morning, you can do it in the evening. Put it on your refrigerator, get up in the morning, and you slide it down before you eat. And you know that celery have a certain salt that your body needed. That is celery it comes from. Yes, Jay, this one is celery. And this one is not blended. No way, no water put on this one. No. This one is all natural. All natural. So I'm going to have a juice day. And when I am doing it, I am going to be telling the benefit of it. You know, you give the benefit of the juice. Yes, Mass J. Yes, J. Yes, J, girl, J, boy, J, whoever J you are. So how is your day? How is your day? I'm giving you something. I'm adding something else to your menu. Adding something else to the menu. So you don't have to sweeten it. You don't have to put no sweetener in it. You don't have to do nothing. Just do it as a morning boost. A morning boost. You have to, and you do gym. You go gym. You need to take your celery juice, my friend. Yeah, you do gym. Get up in the morning. And if you can't do it in the morning, do it in the afternoon. Before you get to bed, put it on the refrigerator. In the morning, you get some and drink. Yes. That's your morning boost. Yeah. So this is how we do it. And you can do your orange. Most people they just love the orange juice. But each morning you can do so many other juice. You can do your apple. Just have your apple juice. And Well, like here, it show you that they put no additives. They have nothing to it. Oh, that is truth to us, right? And you do it yourself, you're sure of that. When it is being done in a commercial way, you don't know. You don't know what to believe. Because sometimes they don't, and yes, it does. So you don't know what to believe. But anyhow, when you do it in your own kitchen, again, the kitchen, telling you about the kitchen. This is where we find everything. This is where we prepare everything. Yes. So we do our juice, we do our food, we do our soup, we do our stew, everything. Everything that is good for your body, we do it. You know? We do it, and it is nice to, you know, when you can do it yourself. Occasionally, if you have to buy the things you bought it, you know. But if you can make your own juice, yeah, put in the mix, make your juice. Make your own juice and have your own sip in the mornings. What can be better? Your body will thank you for it. Your body will thank you for it. Yes. It is good. Celery carries quite a few body supports in it, you know. There's quite a few in it, not just one thing. And persons that are doing juice or doing like smoothies, there are some things that pull away from some things. And that's the reason why I said I don't mix. Some persons keep mixing the this and mixing the that and mix. It is not good for you to be mixing and you don't know. You have to know what goes with what, because some of these things do not work well with other things. Understand? So let's say you're having this for you are diagnosed with a pressure problem. Let's say you have high blood pressure. And if you're going to mix this with other things, you won't know who work. Because, okay, the celery will work to stabilize your blood pressure. And you mix it with 3 other things. How you know which of them work? You don't know. So you will have to go with this and see what happened. Then you can say, okay, yes, it does work. Understand? So some of the time when people said, you know, this work, you don't know. There is no way you can know when you put 3-4 things together. You have to put things to balance and to know that, yes, this works. This works and this is good. I always question when you go to the doctor and they give you 3-4 different tablets. Some medicine too. I soon will have to cut the live. In a few minutes, I will have to cut the live. Yeah. Giving me a signal here. You know, I always ask myself, so one counteract the other, one other. How you know what works, you know? And that is something we need to know, because We are talking about our health. We are speaking about our health, our body. That's what we talk about. Yeah. Yes, so I am thanking all of you who joined me this morning. I thank you for being here with me. Thank you very much. And the next morning, I will be coming with something else. We are always cooking and we are always baking and we are always frying and we are always doing all of this. So we need to do some quality juice. Who knows soursop? We do some soursop juice and we do some, some, health. We do some nice juice that goes with the food. Yeah. And we make some things, right? So it is indeed a pleasure. For those that have just subscribed, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Share out the channel. Share the channel and let the subscription came in. I thank you for subscribing. For those that are my supporters throughout from I started, have been supporting me through and through. Thank you for your support. I never stop supporting. Please don't. Well, I thank you. I appreciate you doing just that. And I can't see you in person to say thank you with a good, strong handshake. But I am doing it through the media. Thank you very much. This is where you met me. And this is where you fall in love with me and fall in love with maybe not me but with what I am doing and with what I said. So that brings a sort of a package there. I thank you ever so much. I appreciate your support to the channel. Although some is still not touching the thumbs up button. I don't know what that undo to you people, I don't know what that thumb do. Is it not kind to you? But then, if you want it to be kind to you, you got to be kind to it too. So you need to touch the thumbs up button. Be honest now. Touch the thumbs up button, man. I am here and I talk. I am not charging you for information. I am not charging because I'm sure you get information that you sometimes take you back way down the road and say, yes. Please touch the thumbs up button when you come on. Just that. Listen, touch the thumbs up button and listen and watch. Listen, watch, touch the thumbs up button. Like the live. Like it, like it, like it, like it. Share it. Comment. Respectfully though. Because if you put bad comment there, I'm not going to respond to it. Honestly, not going to. Be kind and be gentle to the comment. If you're asking a question, ask a question. If you're making a suggestion, make a suggestion. Let me know that this is a suggestion. This is a question. Yes. Because you can make suggestion. Apparently you could, I did this. And you would ask the question, if adding water to it, wouldn't be maybe cutting down some of the potency of it or what? You can ask question because you can see things that you would need an answer. You think it this way and you saw it the other way and you can ask question. There's no problem in you asking question. There's no problem in you making your suggestion because I can learn from your suggestion too. You can make a suggestion, and you can make a suggestion and said, you could put a ripe banana with it. And I look into it and said, oh yeah, I could try it and say okay, or without I try it, I can't. But I can try it and said yes, it works well with it. You may want it, and you can make a suggestion to ask um, um, if you should add an orange to it, what would it do? You make a suggestion. A suggestion is saying to me that, you could add orange as well. I said apple, you can say an orange can add to it. Oh yes, thank you very much, because I did not think of the orange. May see it that way, but weren't thinking that I could blend in a little orange juice to it. So you can make your suggestions, right? You can give your opinion, but let it be an opinion respectful. Do not do an opinion that you're trying to hurt other person, because we all have our opinions, and there's no one can hurt us for our opinion. That's our opinion. But do it in a way knowing that your chest is broad and you can, oh no, don't do it. It's not nice. Anyhow, it was good to be here. Thank you very much. We will meet up later on the live. Last night I didn't get to come on, circumstances beyond my control, and so later in the afternoon we will meet again, when we will have some fun, a little chat about something. We'll find something to talk about, find something to put on the table, and that you can look into. Thank you all. Have a blessed afternoon. Okay, yes, please, yeah. Is that so? Yeah. The year coming in when I am chipping out. Anyhow, it was celery juice this morning. Yeah, as we say, you can have a glass of celery juice in the mornings. Thank you, and you too have an amazing day. I don't know where you are, if it is the dawn of the day, or you're going in the evening, or you're getting in the morning, but whatever part of the spectrum you are, have an amazing one as well. And thank you all. We will meet up later when we will have something else to offer. And as I say before, you can make your suggestion, you can ask questions, you have your opinion, but you do them respectfully, respecting others as you would love to be respected. Thank you very much. Thank you. And don't forget, have a glass of celery in the mornings. It is the boost for the day. It is beneficial. It gives more than 1 or 2 benefits. I will tell you about it on another live. Thank you very much. It was good. Thank you, my dear. You're just coming in, but thank you. And you too have an amazing day. Bless. Thanks.